Good morning. Thank you for joining me for the 13th Wednesday morning Mayoral Briefing, meaning that the impacts of COVID-19 have been in our lives for more than 3 months. It certainly feels like yesterday and years ago at the same time. I appreciate you staying informed and alert during these months. I also ask that you continue to do so, as we still have much to do to ensure our community remains safe and healthy. Last Wednesday, only a few hours after I spoke to you, Governor Hogan announced a series of reopening measures that transitioned us into Stage 2 of the Maryland Recovery Plan. When these announcements are made, the City of Frederick continues to evaluate its operations and how best to deliver services in a way that is safe for the community and our city employees. Based on the Governor's announcement and our local evaluations, the city is following the state's executive orders that began last Friday and also announced the following city service adjustments yesterday. In our parking department, daytime meter enforcement will begin today with courtesy tickets. Normal ticket enforcement will start on Wednesday, July 1st, 2020. Curbside pickup zones will continue throughout the downtown area and do not require meter payment. Parking garages continue to offer 30 minutes of free parking for pickup at this time. As a reminder, street sweeping has returned to its normal schedule. The city began issuing courtesy tickets on Monday, June 8th. Normal ticketing will resume on Monday, July 6th. All other parking restrictions have remained in effect throughout the city's pandemic response and are being enforced. In Parks and Recreation yesterday was a big day, with many reopening announcements. All park playgrounds and pavilions are open as of yesterday, Tuesday, June 16th. Users are encouraged to practice physical distancing, practice proper hand hygiene, wear face coverings, and avoid large gatherings. All park pavilion permits, permitted use of city fields, and permitted use of city tennis courts will resume on July 1st. Return to play and usage plans and revised reservation process have been implemented. Applications are now being accepted for permits beginning July 1. All other park facility permits remain suspended until further notice, and this includes the amenities within Baker Park and Carroll Creek Linear Park. The Tally Fitness Center will reopen Monday, June 22nd, with safety precautions and a reservation system in place for members only. More information will be shared with fitness center members on the new protocols no later than tomorrow. The department will also be offering 6 outdoor playground program camp locations, which include Greenleaf, Hillcrest, Lake Coventry, Monocacy Village, Overlook, and Willowbrook Parks. The program will operate weekdays, July 6th through August 21st, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Additional return to recreation programming is being planned. At this time, previously announced operational adjustments, including pools, satellite recreation centers, race walk parade permits, and programming, remain. Please visit cityoffrederickmd.gov/parks and rec for more information. I'd also like to thank our Parks and Recreation staff for their hard work to ensure that any reopening or return to recreation occurs with the necessary precautions in place and has been done after much evaluation, research, and discussion to ensure these activities can reopen safely. In addition to these adjustments, we have seen significant operational changes for our restaurants throughout the city. Parking spaces and parking lots have been converted into dining options, and over the last week have been full, thanks to the lovely recent late spring weather. This past weekend also debuted pop-up street dining on Market Street from Patrick Street to Market Space. From the feedback my office has received, alfresco dining is certainly a hit in downtown Frederick. Our Department of Economic Development continues to work with restaurants and expects additional restaurants along Market Street to start using the street dining option this weekend. The City Department's partnering on this initiative continue to review how we can improve pop-up dining and reduce travel and parking impacts. The combination of increased outdoor dining and limited indoor dining is a great way to minimize exposure and help our local economy at the same time. Our goal is for these efforts to support our community's recovery and quality of life. That being said, while we are reopening and enjoying activities like dining out and enjoying our parks, the health officials have been clear that face coverings, physical distancing are the best efforts we have right now to reduce the chance for another spike in cases and hospital bed usage. We ask you to please wear your face coverings when you are patronizing our businesses, restaurants, and enjoying our beautiful city. We have tried to allocate significant pedestrian and bicycle options in addition to street dining areas, but simply wearing your mask and paying attention to your proximity to others multiplies our efforts. Lastly, I would like to remind the community that next Wednesday, June 24th, I have reserved the Mayor and Board of Aldermen workshop for a conversation with the Frederick Police Department and Acting Chief Grossman. He will address questions from the Board of Aldermen and the public about the FPD's use of force policies and our general orders. If you would like to submit your questions in advance, you can do so by visiting cityoffrederickmd.gov/June24. There is also a call-in option during the meeting per our virtual public meeting commenting procedures. As we expect additional demonstrations this weekend in Frederick to recognize Juneteenth, which commemorates June 19, 1865, the date of the emancipation of the last remaining enslaved African Americans in the Confederacy, the city and the police department remain committed to transparency, communication, and action. We want your feedback and questions. We know as a city we can continue to grow and reduce injustice in our efforts. Each day, I continue to ensure our government is doing all we can to support you during these rapidly changing times. I know many continue to make great sacrifices and hard choices to protect your family's health. Thank you. And I know many are being intentional with their reopening measures to ensure others remain safe while we reopen. I ask all in our community to continue to take thoughtful, deliberate actions and to stay informed. While the gathering size restriction may have been lifted, our work to combat COVID-19 has not stopped, nor should it. Be safe, Frederick.